I wrapped my fingers around the bars, wishing I were strong enough to break them. Yes, it's me. I can't see you. For one horrible minute, I was afraid Lokesh had blinded him. I knelt in front of the cage. Is that better? Yes. Ren slid a bit closer and wrapped his hands around mine. Clouds parted, and moonlight shimmered through a tiny window, casting its soft glow on his face. I gasped in shock, and tears filled my eyes. Oh, Ren, what did he do to you? Ren's face was swollen and purple. Blood trickled out of the sides of his mouth, and a deep gash ran from his forehead down to his cheek. I reached out a finger and touched his temple gently. He didn't get the information he wanted from you, and decided to take his anger out on me. I'm so sorry. My tears splashed his hand. Priyatama, don't cry. He pressed his hand to my cheek. I turned and kissed his palm. I can't bear to see you like this. We're coming for you. Please, hold on a little longer. He lowered his gaze as if ashamed. I don't think I can. Don't say that. Never say that. I'm coming. I know what to do. I know how to rescue you. You have to stay alive, no matter what. Ren, promise me. Ren sighed painfully. He's too close, Kels. Every second Lokesh has me, you're at risk. You are his obsession. Every waking moment, he tries to extract information about you from my mind. He won't stop. He won't give up. He's going to break me. Soon. If it was just the physical torture, I think I could endure it. But he's using dark magic. He's tricking me, causing hallucinations, and I'm just so tired. My voice shook. Then tell him what he wants to know, and maybe he'll leave you alone. I will never tell him, Prema. I sobbed. Ren, I can't lose you. I'm always with you. My thoughts are of you. He captured a lock of my hair and brought it to his lips. He inhaled deeply. All the time. Don't give up. Not when we're so close. His eyes shifted. There is an option I could consider. What is it? What option? Durga. He paused. Has offered her protection, but she asks a heavy price. It's not worth it. Anything is worth your life. Take it. Don't think twice about it. You can trust Durga. Do it. Whatever the price is, it doesn't matter as long as you survive. But, Kelsey... Shh. I pressed a fingertip lightly against his swollen lips. Do what you have to in order to survive, okay? He let out a ragged breath and looked at me with bright, desperate eyes. You must go. He might return at any time. I don't want to leave you. And I don't want you to leave. But you need to. Resigned, I turned to leave. Wait, Kelsey. Before you go, will you kiss me? I put my hand through the bars and lightly touched his face. I don't want to cause you more pain. It doesn't matter. Please. Kiss me before you go. He knelt in front of me, gasping as he put weight on his knee, and then gently put shaking hands through the bars and drew me closer. His hand slid up to cup my cheeks, and our lips met through the bars of his cage. His kiss was warm and soft and too brief. I tasted the salt of my tears. When he drew back, he gave me a sweet, crooked smile through cracked lips. He winced as he withdrew his hands. It was then that I noticed that several of his fingers were broken. I began crying anew. Ren wiped a tear from my cheek with his thumb and quoted a poem by Richard Lovelace. When love, with unconfined wings, hovers within my gates, and my divine Althea brings to whisper at the grates, when I lie tangled in her hair, and fettered to her eye, the birds that wanton in the air know no such liberty. Stone walls do not a prison make, nor iron bars a cage. Minds innocent and quiet take that for an hermitage. If I have freedom in my love, and in my soul am free, angels alone that soar above enjoy such liberty. He pressed his forehead to the bars. The only thing I couldn't bear is if he hurt you. I won't allow it. I won't let him find you, Kelsey. No matter what. What do you mean? He smiled. Nothing, my sweet. Don't worry. He moved back to rest his broken body against the wall of the cage. It's time to go, Iadala. I got up to leave, but paused at the door when he called out, Kelsey? I turned. No matter what happens, please, remember that I love you, Hridai Patni. Promise me that you'll remember. I'll remember. I promise. Mujhe tumse pyar hai, Ren. Go now. He smiled weakly, and then his eyes changed. The blue leached out, and they became gray, flat, and lifeless. Perhaps it was a trick of the light, but it almost looked as if Ren had died. I took a hesitant step back. Ren? His soft voice replied, Please go, Kelsey. Everything will be all right. Ren? Goodbye, my love. Ren? Something was happening and it wasn't all right. I felt something snap. I gasped for air. Something was very wrong. The connection I felt between us was almost tangible, like a metal tether. The closer we'd become, the stronger the connection was. It rooted me, connected me to him like a telephone line, but something had severed the cable. I felt the break, and sharp, jagged ends ripped and tore violently through my heart like hot knives through warm butter. I screamed and thrashed. For the first time since I'd laid eyes on my white tiger, I was alone. Kishan shook me out of the fog of my dream. Kelsey, wake up. I opened my eyes and began crying, fresh tears that spilled onto my cheeks and followed the old trails left behind from my dream. I wrapped my arms around Kishan's neck and sobbed. He pulled me onto his lap, pressed me close, and stroked my back, while I wept inconsolably for his brother. I must have slept at some point because I woke, tangled in my sleeping bag with Kishan's arms around me. My fist was pressed into my cheek, and my eyes were swollen shut and crusty. Kishan whispered, Kelsey. I mumbled, I'm awake. Are you okay? My hand lifted involuntarily to the hollow, raw pit I felt in my chest, and a tear leaked out from the corner of my eye. I buried my head in the pillow and took deep breaths to calm myself. No, I said dully. He's gone. Something's happened, I think. I think Ren may be dead. What happened? Why do you think that? I explained my dream and tried to describe my broken connection to Ren. Kelsey, it's possible that this is all just a dream. A very disturbing one, but just a dream. It's not uncommon to have violent dreams if you have recently experienced something traumatic, like the fight we had with the birds. Maybe. But I didn't dream about the birds. Even so, we can't be sure. Remember that Durga said she would protect him. I remember. But it was so real. There's no way to know for sure. Maybe there is. What are you thinking? I think we should visit the Sylvani again. Maybe we can sleep in the Grove of Dreams and I can see the future. Maybe I'll see if we can save him or not. Do you think it will work? The Sylvani said if they had a desperate problem to work out, they went there for answers. Please, Kishan, let's try. Kishan wiped a tear off my cheek with his thumb. Okay, Kels. Let's find Faunus. Kishan, one more thing. What does Hriday Patni mean? Where did you hear that? He asked softly. In my dream. Ren said it to me before we parted. Kishan got up and walked outside the tent. I followed and found him staring into the distance. His arm was propped up against a tree limb. Without turning around, he said, It's a pet name our father used for our mother. It means wife of my heart.